put a blue dot on a payment. And then you think, gosh, I wish I thought of that first when you see like at the bottom, $3,000 sold. Man, I wish I thought of that first. Anyhow, this is a real poem. It's got a start, a beginning, a middle, and an end. But to make it even shorter, I didn't give it a title. However, it does have a subtitle, which is 19 words long. And the subtitle is a scientific account of the synaptic processes in the human brain when observing the performance of a killer magic trick. So in order for the poem to make sense, I have to do the trick, and then I just go right into the poem. Do you know the Heimlich maneuver back there? You do?
Do I?
Yes.
Yes, I do. I know
okay,
it is.
Good. This poem is a little dangerous. I'm going to take this hand, I'm going to shove it through my chest wall, pull it out my throat. If it becomes lodged, she's going to come Heimlich.
I don't know if I count on me.
Man, you can do it. You can do it a little bit or a lot.
I can do it all the way.
So if I get it stuck, I should only get it stuck a little bit, not stuck a lot.
I
Got
can do
it.
it all the way.
All right, here we go. I'm going to do the trick and then launch into the poem. The hanky, it goes into the hand like so. You got to tuck it into the hand like that. Okay, tuck it all in there. You tuck it in there, and you slam it, chest, wall, and you start forcing it up. Huh.
Yeah.
Okay, then you just jump right into the poem. Illusion, confusion, deception, detection, amazement, amusement, pause, applause.
Yeah.
Now that is actually my shortest poem. I have been working on this other magic trick. I haven't got it perfected yet. I may actually seriously need to be Heimlich on this one. Does anyone know the nasal Heimlich?
Oh,
You know the nasal Heimlich?
no, but I read this.
Really? Okay, now this could be, I'm not sure if I can do it or not. I mean, I got a short rope, and I got a long rope, and I got a medium rope. I'm going to take these ropes, well, I was going to take the rope, I'm going to shove them through my chest wall, pull them out my left nostril. The ropes will all be tied together with large knots. Amazing,
Cool.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, because this was such a revolutionary and experimental magic trick, not perfected, and nobody does know the nasal Heimlich, I'm sorry I can't do it quite like that. I wanted to, but that would be bad. I mean, you're from the paper. You'd have to write the story, you know, he was doing so well, and then the ropes got lodged, and then he had to be taken away by the life squad with a huge knot of rope hanging out his left nostril. And think about the picture, man. That would be so embarrassing for me. Like, you know. But I've got something almost as good. No, it's close. I've got my short, my medium, and my long ropes. So I'm going to gather up the ends. I gather up the ends. There we go. Grab that one right there. Okay. Grab that one. It helps when your fingers work if you're going to do magic. You got to limber them up. Then you want to bite down on the ends. Like so. There you go. Hold it out like this.
Yeah.
You end up with 3 medium ropes in your hand. Medium ropes. If you take the rope, you wad them up like that. If you pull on the ends, there's your medium rope. There's your short rope. There's your long rope. Now they all return to the way they were.
Yeah.
So maybe next time, you know, if I get that trick perfected where I don't need the nasal Heimlich, maybe we can try it. Jason actually knows that trick. Maybe later on he'll do it for you. I've seen him do the trick with 3 ropes and a bowling ball attached to the end.
It hurts. It hurts.
It does hurt. It's quite painful. And nobody wants to touch the bowling ball when he's done.
Yeah.
Anybody got any neighbors started up the lawnmower? It's like, all right, I'm going back inside now. So much for spring. So a little bit about myself. John Kraimer's my name. I just got involved in poetry about 3 or 4 years ago. And I also like to do music and magic. Now, some of you probably noticed I do have a disability. I'll talk about that for a minute. It's pretty obvious I have one. And I know you can relate to me. Can you relate? What's your name? Christopher. Me and Christopher, we can both relate. You see, me and Christopher are both eyeglass wearers. And these, I have a visual impairment. I can't see very good if I don't wear eyeglasses. I couldn't drive if I didn't wear eyeglasses. I can't even read the board. So these eyeglasses are a tool that helps me function, helps me get around. Every morning when I wake up, the first thing I think about is like, man, I wish I could be cured. I just wish my eyes were normal like everybody else's eyes. You know, I just put my glasses on and I hit the snooze button, just like probably a lot of you might be tempted to do. So really, the glasses, you know, I'm kind of lucky that glasses exist to help me get around. So anyhow, that's my disability. I guess I could talk about the wheelchair thing too. So the reason that I use a chair is because I had a spinal cord injury. That's like a telephone wire that goes from your brain to the rest of your body and tells it to move. I injured my spinal cord right there. I'm a quadriplegic. That means that all 4 of my limbs are paralyzed. My arms I can move, but my fingers don't wiggle. In this hand, they just wiggle a little bit in that hand. But I do have a poem about being a quadriplegic. It goes like this. Quadriplegic I am, also known as a quad. I can't feel or move darn near most of my bod. I leave wheelchair tire tracks where my feet used to trod. I am what I am, and what I am is a quad. I woke up one day in a hospital bed with tubes in my body and screws in my head. I looked down at my legs and could see they were dead and felt wave upon wave of sheer pain and deep dread. I relearned how to dress. I relearned how to eat. I relearned how to live my new life without feet. I soon learned that my problems did not mean defeat. In a matter of months, I was back on the street. I live a full life now and rarely look back. I don't stay home and sulk. I go out and attack. I've done mind-boggling things despite the legs that I lack. If the curb cut's not there, I simply blaze my own track. Quadriplegic I was once a burden for me, but I've moved on with my life. What shall be, it shall be. I no longer live in the past, it's the future I see. I am what I am, and what I am is just me.
Yeah.
So you guys have been writing poetry, that's all I understand? Yeah. Well, I got different kinds of poetry that I've been working on. Like I saw some limericks out in the hallway. I went through a cicada limerick phase. I wrote 34 cicada limericks. Let me see, I'll share a couple with you. Here is a romantic. It's kind of like a Romeo and Juliet, kind of a sad love story one. It goes, a lovesick cicada was out of her wits from a mating song that made her have fits. Her wooer, or is it woer, was a John Deere lawn mower, and it turned out that he loved her to bits.